Innocent laughter, bright colors, harmless fun, or is it? Beneath the cheerful surface of YouTube Kids lies a darker side that many parents never see. Disturbing themes, hidden messages, content that looks innocent but leaves an unsettling aftertaste. So how can you protect your children from this creepy undercurrent? What signs should you look out for? And how has this phenomenon managed to infiltrate one of the most trusted platforms for kids? So watch the unsettling truth about YouTube Kids content. But before that, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. The Rise of Elsagate cartoons gone wrong. It started with Elsa, but it didn't end there. Back in 2017, parents began noticing something off about certain YouTube Kids videos. At first glance, they looked normal, colorful thumbnails featuring beloved characters like Elsa, Spider-Man, and Mickey Mouse. But within minutes, the tone would shift drastically. These videos, later dubbed Elsagate content, often showed characters in distress, crying, injured, or trapped. Strange and unsettling scenarios, like surgeries, kidnappings, or even implied violence. Deceptive editing, starting with nursery rhymes before cutting to disturbing imagery. How did they get away with it? The creators were experts at gaming the system. They used misleading titles like Learn Colors with Peppa Pig, and stuffed descriptions with innocent keywords to fool YouTube's filters. Some channels even re-uploaded the same videos under different names when they got taken down. And the worst part, this wasn't just a few rogue creators. Investigations revealed that some of these channels were part of large-scale operations, with teams of animators pumping out hundreds of videos to exploit YouTube's algorithm and cash in on ad revenue. The algorithm, designed to push the most engaging content, failed to recognize the harmful nature of these videos. As a result, millions of children were exposed to content that was far from the wholesome material parents expected. Bootleg Animations, when familiar characters turn creepy. Mickey Mouse shouldn't be scary, but in some YouTube Kids videos, he is. One of the most unsettling trends was the flood of bootleg cartoons featuring knockoff versions of popular characters. These videos twisted childhood icons into something unrecognizable and often disturbing. Take Minnie Mouse, for example. In one infamous clip, she's in a dressing room when suddenly her clothes disappear. In another, Mickey cries in pain after finding bugs in his stomach. These weren't just weird. They were deliberately designed to confuse and unsettle kids. Why use familiar characters? Simple, kids click on what they recognize. By using Spider-Man, Peppa Pig, or My Little Pony, creators ensured their videos would appear in searches, even if the content was anything but child-friendly. The content creators knew that children would be drawn to these familiar faces, making it easy for them to deceive and manipulate young viewers. This trend wasn't confined to any single platform. Many of these bootleg cartoons began cropping up on other video sharing sites, causing alarm to parents everywhere. Some creators even tried to profit by selling related merchandise featuring these twisted versions of beloved characters, capitalizing on children's trust and innocence. Skibidi Toilet and the new wave of bizarre content. If you think Elsagate was bad, wait until you hear about Skibidi Toilet. In recent years, a surreal series called Skibbidi Toilet has taken over YouTube. The premise? Toilets with human heads battle camera-headed men in an endless, chaotic war. At first glance, it seems like just another weird internet meme. But parents have reported that kids are imitating the videos, cramming themselves into tight spaces or acting out dangerous stunts. Some even joke about Skibidi Toilet syndrome, a made-up condition where kids become obsessed with the bizarre series. The bigger problem? YouTube's algorithm keeps pushing this content to kids, even if it's not technically on YouTube Kids. And because the videos are fast-paced and hyper-stimulating, children can't look away. This content is addictive. Children are drawn in by the non-stop action and over-the-top absurdity, unable to tear their eyes away, even if it disturbs or confuses them. Parents have reported that these videos are hard to avoid, as the algorithm continues to recommend similar content, often blurring the lines between innocent fun and outright chaos. While some may argue that this is just another meme, for children, it can feel very real and very dangerous. Live action dangers, pranks, cosplay, and exploitation. It's not just animations, real people are part of the problem too. Some of the most concerning content on YouTube Kids involves live action videos that blur the line between fun and harmful. Prank channels encourage kids to try dangerous stunts, like hiding sharp objects in food or faking injuries. Cosplay videos feature adults dressed as characters, like Elsa or the Joker, in disturbing scenarios, like kidnapping or forced romance. Family vloggers exploit their own children for views, sometimes forcing them to act younger or perform uncomfortable skits. One notorious example was Toy Freaks, a channel run by a father who filmed his daughters in increasingly bizarre and unsettling situations. After massive backlash, YouTube finally banned the channel, but many others like it still exist. In these types of videos, children are often seen in compromising or embarrassing positions, and sometimes their discomfort is used for humor. While the intention might not always be malicious, the effect it has on young viewers is alarming. The videos are designed to be shocking, feeding off of shock value to rack up views and ultimately ad revenue. But the real cost is to the children who are used as props in these stunts, often without fully understanding the consequences. YouTube's response: too little, too late. After years of complaints, YouTube finally took action, but was it enough? In 2019, YouTube was hit with a $170 million fine for violating children's privacy laws. The platform introduced stricter rules, including requiring creators to label videos as made for kids or not, restricting data collection on children's content, increasing human moderation on YouTube Kids. These changes helped clean up the worst of Elsagate, but the problem didn't disappear. Instead, it evolved. Now, disturbing content has migrated to mainstream YouTube, where creators use disclaimers to avoid blame while still targeting kids. New trends like Poppy Playtime and Bluey parodies have replaced Elsagate, featuring dark twists on popular characters. What parents can do to protect their kids? The truth is, YouTube Kids isn't foolproof, but there are ways to make it safer. Turn off autoplay. This prevents the algorithm from leading kids down a rabbit hole of weird videos. Use approved content only mode. This lets parents handpick which videos their child can watch. Check watch history regularly. If something seems off, report it immediately. Talk to kids about what they watch. Teach them to recognize when something feels wrong. The bottom line: YouTube Kids can be a great resource, but parents need to stay vigilant. Because as long as there's money to be made, some creators will keep pushing the limits of what's acceptable. The psychological impact on children. What happens when kids watch disturbing content on YouTube? The implications of watching unsettling or violent content can be profound. Young children whose brains are still developing are particularly susceptible to mimicking behaviors or becoming desensitized to violence. One study showed that children exposed to violent content can develop a greater tolerance for aggressive behaviors, which might influence their interactions with peers or their perception of normal behavior. This is why it's crucial for parents to monitor the types of media their children consume. The role of algorithms: feeding children's curiosity. How does YouTube's algorithm play a role in this mess? YouTube's algorithm is designed to keep viewers engaged by recommending videos based on their past viewing habits. For children, this means that if they watch one seemingly harmless video about a popular character, they might quickly find themselves flooded with similar content. What's concerning is how the algorithm pushes videos that are visually stimulating, fast cuts, bright colors, and exaggerated movements, all designed to keep a child watching. Unfortunately, this means that even harmful content can slip through if it's made to seem like part of the child-friendly environment. YouTube Kids: what needs to change? Can YouTube Kids ever be truly safe? Despite recent efforts to curb harmful content, YouTube is still struggling to protect young viewers. The sheer volume of content uploaded every minute makes it impossible to manually review every video. So the question remains: how can we trust a platform with our children's safety? One potential solution lies in increased ad moderation, using algorithms that can more effectively detect inappropriate content. Another suggestion is for more transparency in how YouTube handles flagged videos, allowing parents to be more involved in the process. But until then, parents must stay proactive, monitoring what their kids watch, educating them about online safety, and making sure they understand when content crosses the line from innocent to disturbing. What do you think about the darker side of YouTube Kids? Have you come across any unsettling content yourself? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Protecting our kids starts with awareness, and together we can make the internet a safer place. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.